Well, welcome to episode whatever. I've nearly given up this stage, guys. Top dogs, welcome. Guru here, absolutely frazzled. These past few game weeks have been a complete disaster, but I'm limping around 2.24 million from a high of about 800,000, and it's just relentless. So 39 this game week, average of 35. Lots of people used the free hit. It was an absolute celebration for those. Most free hits at Haaland and Foden and Reinders or somebody else from City and Thiago, Enzo, Fernandez, probably Bruno. They're all getting in their 70s and 80s. And yeah, they'll all go back to whatever they had the week before. But yeah, you've had Foden for quite 2 or 3 game weeks, and then they got rid. It's just like I was looking at these guys. I've wrote like pages and reams of all this. I don't know. You can see. Who cares? Look at all that. That's all names, right? I've got like rubbish, Bowen, Verts. He doesn't even get involved or affects the game. Um, Bowen's worth a couple of shiny pennies, but there's no consistency there. He was a talisman for West Ham, and it's shocking. Like he used to tick away, and it's like this season is where these one purpose players, that's what they are. They don't take any penalties, they don't get DEFCON, they're getting ones and 11s, 1 1, 2 11s, which is absolutely no good. And it just leaves you frustrated. Mitoma is another one. Sure, maybe he's injured or he's out. I don't know. Eze is a hero or a zero. So you do great, the hat trick against Spurs. And if you look at his stats going around the whole thing, yeah, he's expected to go. But when you look at FPL, it's twos, it might be 3 clean sheet. There's a one, he's maybe subbed minutes or a doubt. How can you go on that? It's like going out in the pitch dark on a, Thailand street somewhere and expecting some lady of the night to be faithful for you forever and you've just met them that night. That's what Eze is, FPL-wise. Martinelli, Trossard, again, how can you trust that? The two of them, in and out. There's nothing in that Arsenal team. Now with Gabriel and Saliba out, everyone's panicking now. Hardly anyone's got any Arsenal now. I'm keeping Raya. So this is going to be a rant video. Garnacho, Neto, how can you trust them? Again, one-purpose players. They are just basically disposable zeros. Okay. Garnacho, again, nothing. Okay, maybe did he get an assist there? Madike, another one. It's Saka or bust in that team, and we're not even sure will he take Penos with Gokeres back and who else is back? Odegaard's coming back. Will Saka give up a Peno again? If he does that, loads of people will lose their SHIT with this guy. I don't know, like 6 points or whatever. But Rice, I think somebody was saying who was Rice. Was it Rice that has Bruno? Bruno Fernandes now has overtook Saka for the most points in the last 5 games or 6. This guy, this influencer I watch, I love him to bits. Darius from the D unit, he is amazing. Just he's having even a worse season than me. He's about 5 million, but he came about top 5K last year, destroyed it. So yeah, fair play. Like I just need, like, misery needs company, and he makes me feel better. But he's had so much bad luck. Again, he went against um, Haaland several times this season with Foden, blank, blank, blank. Then he goes with Haaland with trip cap, a complete blank. And Foden was the one that delivered the 2 goals. Yeah, like, how can you trust these players? This season is all about disposable zeros, and the video will be named Disposable Heroes. One, like the worst of a mayfly in the year. You get returns off these guys once a month, once a year in cases. Cole Palmer, he's a meme. Other amazing players, yeah. Oh, if I met them in real life, I will. Yeah, of course I could. This gonna get autograph. Yeah. Brilliant. They're amazing players. No one can do what they can do. But at FPL, they suck. Sakic's not even doing anything. Salah's a joke. He's been benched. He's rubbish, man. He's got another game or two, and he'll probably, I don't know, but he's going to AFCON soon. And by God, Slot might sign the early release to get rid of that. Because I think Liverpool, I think Wirtz can get, it can't get any worse. I think Wirtz will get better. There is like behind the scenes, and he's, I saw the assist the other day against West Ham. There's bits and pieces. He's finding his feet. It's a new country. It's a different culture, and the league he's come into is like the standard is just so competitive and chronic. Even Sunderland are destroying. It's shocking. Like, there's not even any easy team anymore. Even Wolves against Villa the other day, that 1-0 defeat, they had how many off the post and disallowed goal. But you have got a feel for Strand Larson. It's just shocking stuff that's going on there with Wolves. And they're going to lose about 20 players to the AFCON soon, mate. So my strategy is just to see who Wolves are playing in game week 17 plus 18 and just captain whoever it is. Just bring in one. I'm lost. I'm completely lost now. I'm lost. So in my must-haves in this is called the Schleifen plan. Okay, this is the plan. Thiago, who might have an injury, but I'm keeping an eye on Thiago, of course, at Brentford, but everyone has him. Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea is a must, have to be a must. Bruno Fernandez, Dewsbury Hall. I'm sick to my back teeth of this guy scoring and coming up. He scores that goal against Newcastle. It's a, he's going around. You're 4-1 down, you idiot. Bloody hell. Yeah, but I have myself in the Sun Dream Team. Oh, and I've captained myself in the FPL. I've scored. Yay! That's Dewsbury Hall. I'm getting him. I don't care. These are all defensive midfielders in a way. Bruno was acting like number 6 for a long time. Who knows where he'll go into now with the full with Cunha coming back and the other plonker. I love Mount now. I have to admit he's been doing well. Hopefully, and Cersei, what the hell was that goal, man? So Lacroix is a must, complete must. Comes up with now and again a goal here and there, and he always gets his DEFCON. Haaland now, if things get any worse, if I'm in 5 million mode, I might as well get rid of Haaland and just go completely Lula. That other Enzo from, I don't know where he's from. Is it Sunderland? Enzo Lafay or Lafay, whatever. Must be his mother must have been Morgan Lafay from Merlin. Because he comes up with these penalties. Did he score 2 there? I'm not sure. Did he score 2? The other dude, Zoltan or Zed, whatever his name. I'm calling him Zed. Fleming from is a Burnley. Another penalty. Walter Meg, I think he'll be a must-have very soon, if not now. That Miley on your sub bench and Harry Wilson on the sub bench. And probably Raya is the boring pick, but a lot of people are looking at Verbruggen. And all of a sudden, he's got 33 points in the last 5 game weeks. And everyone thought he was finished at the start of the season, Brighton had. And now he's back as the golden ticket. So there's feck all there to spend your money on. Yeah, trans. I've got Foden as a trans. What the hell is it? Have I wrote interesting? Oh, no. Traps. Traps. Foden's a trap. Palmer's a trap. Watkins is a trap. João Pedro's a trap. Gokares is a trap. Mbumo is a feckin' trap. A one-trick pony Yeah, listen, I am making a bit of a transition to hoping I win no matter, and I don't care if I have any FPL anymore. I'm nearly getting that transition back to where I was before all this rubbish rotted my brain in 2013. Complete. I'm trying to de-rot the rot that this FPL has caused. You just have to be aware. I'm aware of it now, and I'm going to work on it. And yeah, so Mbumo's a trap. Munoz, another one-trick pony trap. Sar is worse than Dinya now. Sar, you get him in, out, falls, trips, prance. He's the new Andy Carroll as well. Give him a tap, he's down, he's out for a month. Loves it. He loves it. Um, yeah, he's always injured. Allison, I hear now, has got an issue again. Enjoy. Interesting puns. James, of course, he's interesting. I love Chalaba. I said Fleming, Zoltan, or Zeno, or what's his name? Slatan, whatever you want to call it. That Z. I won't even Google to find out what that Z stands for. I'm just calling them Z or Zango or Zero. But he's interesting. Rogers, I'm on the fit. I have Rogers. He came good again. 2 goals the other game week. Absolutely Jack Diddley SHIT again. Nowhere near where he was last season. Nowhere near consistent. And Villa seem to be more attacking from outside the box. They're taking shots from outside the box. McGinn scoring a goal, and this other dude, um, uh, uh, what is his name again? Cannabala or Kappa. I have to really look this up now because I'm letting myself down. I really don't care who it was that scored for Villa that against Wolves. I don't care because that Cabana, is that that's what I'm thinking of. What else have we got there? Jacra, he should be in my must-have. Jacra and Henderson. Now I got the tip from Kieran McDermott from Henderson. Have you ever seen him? Yeah. Well, you know how good he is. No. Tell me. Oh well, he's a very good player, and he still has it. What does he have? Oh, he's very consistent. He gets in the box. Have you ever seen him play? Uh, no, he's a central midfielder playing for Sunderland. I must be missing something. Well, I am missing something because Kieran's got him, and he's one of the top. He's a top dog. That's it now. I'm getting the hat. I'm going to make Kieran a unique hat, all for himself, that no one has because of what he's doing this season. It's just mind blowing. I think people like Kieran are going to help me get off this game because I'm going to realize it's not for me anymore. Because I'm lost. I'm in a desert and I see nothing, and everywhere's mirages. Mateta, I have interest in, but he's the new Andy Cole, and he needs about 155 trillion chances, including taking a retake of a penalty to actually score. Like, this guy is tripping over it with the nervousness. He's got this composure stuff. He's a big lump with no footwork, but he's destroying it. Like, lots of people can have him as a third striker as long as you have Thiago and Haaland just in case. There's no other options up front. Watkins rubbish. This Marlin's come in now, and he's the top dog now. He scores 2 goals against no one you've ever heard of in Europe. And Watkins is done, man. His brain must be all over the place since Rashford anyway. He's done. Somebody needs to save Watkins and get him out of that feckin' Villanova over in Birmingham. Just go to a club that somebody. Where's Harry Redknapp when you want him? Oh, put your arm around you. I'll put your arm around you, man, and make you feel good again. You know, that's all. That's all Watkins needs. No, undependable, overpriced, one-trick pony, doesn't need to take penalties. That's this. This FPL is completely destroyed now. It really is. O'Reilly's interesting. Okay, fair enough. I do like the look of O'Reilly, but I did have him in the Sun Dream team, and then he was dropped, and he came on for 1 point. I couldn't. I had him for two game weeks, and it was, and then he does what he's doing. You know, it's the people say you should have more faith and all this, but in FPL, when you got the likes of Thiago and Enzo Fernandez and one or two other plikes that are destroying you, like a Mukiele destroy you here and there, and who's the other? You know, there's the Newcastle defense. Anyone with one of them. I never had any of them, so they've destroyed me this year, and I can't catch up. So what's the other? Can't trust and not consistent. Isak, Salah, Ekatike, Saka possibly, and Palmer. So that's all I have there, and it's just completely destroyed, man. You mean I have missed the game week 12 review, and I didn't want to do this game week 13 review, but I'm just throwing something out there. There's fucking games on now. I'll share this baloney now. There's games coming now thick and fast, so if I don't get something done, that's 3 game weeks. It's just to keep this Christy Nick thing flowing or standing up. It's not really, you know, the whole thing is not really, it's not all about me, it's about the community. So it's important to get something out there and try and you know, so I need to have a good rant and a moan. So 39 with this baloney. Yeah, yeah, so somebody had to look at my team and they said, "Oh, I know you got too many United in that." I love United's run coming up, but yeah, Mbumo is definitely massive mistake because they're saying this stuff about Cunha's not in the team and he's not any good anymore. Well, let's get Wissa, or we should have got Wissa. Maybe he needs a mate of somebody. We should have bought, you know, we bought half of a soul. Mbumo, where's his Wissa? Where's his Cunha? Oh, I can't play right unless he's got a soul, other half of his soul. Come on. So like he's a one-trick pony and he doesn't get penalties. One-trick pony Munoz. Ballard now, moment you get him in, he doesn't do anything. And now he's completely screwed because he's got like Chelsea and Liverpool and all these. Rodgers gone cold again. Rice with the DEFCON. He's still taking corners. I'd rather he's going nowhere in my team. Bruno's going nowhere. I stick with this Mateta with this Thiago thing. God above, it's devastation. Thiago destroyed. Well, I was in Liverpool Saturday, and them 2 late goals coming through. I had to leave the pub, and I had to go. I just went to a KFC, and I just ate comfort food, and that's what the game drives you to. Yeah, there's more to it. There's more. I know there's more to life than this baloney stuff, but like sometimes in life you get caught up in something that you think makes you feel better, and then you get addicted to the hope of that. And it's been a very, very difficult and hard year, personally. And this is just a fucking game, man. And then I'm gonna try and get my head straight to treat it like that. And I'm not gonna make any subs or anything. I'm letting it go. Senesi can rot. Van de Ven can come on and get his 0, or he'll get a -1 or whatever against Newcastle. Or Rodon his -1 against Chelsea. I don't care. I'll just roll. I've got no chips left, no nothing, and everyone's still got half their rubbish left. And until game week 19, I'm just gonna figure out where the rank is and just I don't know. Won't be using any early chips this year. I'll be leaving it all to the end. It'd just be nice to be good at something. I used to be good at this game, and now it's just like 2.2 million. There's 2.2 million people that are, and a lot of them are just casuals and just don't care. And I think that's the key to this game. Just don't care. I think what the best thing to do is just to get an AI account and let my AI assistant run it and just forget about it. Everyone else is stressing. Just enjoy the games. Don't look at your team from game week to game week. Let the AI just do it all, and then just check where you are at the end of a game. Oh, whoa, oh, I did well this year. And is that really what where we're going? That's we're going to offload everything in life to an AI assistant or your digital self, digital Wega. Yeah, is it? And so you'll have this other thing up in the internet, and that's you. Oh, that's your digital ID. Um, but that can run on its own. So like you can live, like multiple lives. Yeah, you've got one life here that if you lose this life, but your digital lives will carry on. Who knows? They'll probably make money on the internet. You're like that's if you're immortal. That's the way it's going, folks. I'm telling you. Never mind, you know, preserving your brain in a jar and waiting for aliens to come. You can be immortal now. Well, I'm I'm not going to go into the religious stuff. I am very religious. I won't go there. So I know there's hope, and there'll always be our savior. But this isn't what it's about. This is about having a complete breakdown, a mental breakdown episode, and it's all because of the disposable zeros, and they all know who they are. So what I'm saying, players like myself, I have no consistency. There's no obvious pick anymore. It's all look at the fixture now and take your 1 or 2 game punt, and then get your points, run the feck out of it, go to something else, and keep an eye on all your influencers and follow. I'm not going to mention his name, but yeah, and just do what they do. And yeah, I've seen casual players this year just use no chips, no transfers. They pick their team, and they're like top 100K. They've done nothing, and this is berserk mode for me, And I realize now that this game is coming to the end for me to really that I really I'll just get an A. Will be. So I'm going to leave it at that with the team and all this game week. Leave it at that. Van de Ven will come on for this idiot who's suspended, and yeah, I'm not going to go with Haaland. I'll just go just for a bit of interest. See that now I can't do anything because this is in the way of me making decisions. But I'm going to go with Bruno this week for the next couple of game weeks because West Ham at home who have no Paqueta, and Bowen will probably score a hat trick. If that's the season when everything is against the team coming, there's always a Spurs or a United like Everton to Doctor United and Doctor Tottenham come around every now and again, especially Tottenham, Doctor Tottenham. Like Fulham haven't won you know, since Jesus was a boy away from home. And they just pop up to Tottenham and do them 2-1. Well, I'm very happy that I have no Spurs assets, and there's no one you can pick in that team. There's no consistency, and they're headless chickens. They don't know where they're going. They're all in fighting now. I think so Paro has got gripes with Bergval. Bergval's got gripes with whoever. It's complete disunity there. And I've been giving away I'm giving away tickets, man. I don't want to go anywhere near that place. I have to figure a way out of not going to this Brentford game because the boys are wondering what the hell are you doing. They'll cop on quick, um, because there's a symbol here, and there you go. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, and then just have a quick look at this. where we are in the Christie with this. Oh no, that's it. That's what I want. Because I'm just not in the mood at all to care. I really am no mood to overthink or analyze anymore. I'm not watching virtually any content, especially the influencers that are triggering me, and I just don't want to know. So 806 points for David McNamara, who's I don't have a top dog nickname for Dave. I don't know, the quiet man. He's just quiet. Um, sure is he working over in Dublin? So people are telling me like, but he's just quiet and unassuming, and he's just a brilliant player, and he's having a great year, and I'm delighted really. Let's see if he can hold on. Um, yeah, he's got a free hit. All right, just left, but loads of them in behind him have absolutely. Look at Lee Chambers here now. I was talking to him. This guy, right, Lee Chambers. I work with him at Redbridge, and I said, "Yeah, yeah, Vince, I should take a look at it. Yeah, I've kind of been letting it go this year. They're not making a decision and won't make a decision. And I think there's lots of people now that are a lot like me, frustrated with the game, and they're not making decisions and they're letting it go, and they're having phenomenal seasons. It's because when you make this, the more decisions you make in this game of fantasy, the more likely you're going to make a mistake. So if you make no decisions, you make virtually no mistakes. All you have to do is maybe do a sub for an injury, and maybe that's the way to play it. Um, oh no. So what's Morgan done this week? 36. Okay. Rogers, Rice, Saka, Polinia. Like there's a lot in that team. Just doesn't make sense, but it does. Um, Ilanga with that's not an amazing bench. How has he done it? Like it's just blowing my brains here. 165k in the world. It's game week 14. Somebody tell him use your chips, man. You can afford chips, man. I'm not gonna shame him, but in Liverpool, um, I said, geez, you got 4 chips left and you've used no transfers. Uh, what's chips? I had to spend about half an hour breaking it down. Break it. I'm breaking it down. Break down. Having a mental breakdown. That's the sort of stuff. And it's all over. It really is. It really is. That's it. So he gets rid. Lee gets rid of João Pedro. Okay, the dunce. He done what did he score against Spurs, and he's done nothing since. I don't know what's going on. And he gets rid of him, gets his points, and then bails out and jumps on Thiago. Uh, that seriously, I'm done. I'm not doing this again next season. I'm not making any decisions next season. It's like you're addicted to crack cocaine and you go cold turkey, and it will either kill you or it will just change you mentally in the right direction in so many ways once you get off it, like a train spotting moment or something. If you've seen the film, you're staring at babies crawling on the ceilings. I gotta make a decision. Don't make the decision. Just say no. Just say no to drugs, bro. So yeah, he's hanging around with Bowen. Yeah, very, very faithful. He could juice. Wow, a mad West Ham fan. This guy, he loves it. Like, I just don't know how he's done it. Van de Ven zero, and he's done. I can't get one transfer. He's made transfers here, so he's not using chips. So he's just. I think gut stuff is really working out for Lee this year. So 781. I think I'm 699. Oh God, above 100. I can't be that. 82. Okay. I don't know how this is going to be retrievable, but there's too many that let go. Kieran McDermott, the legend that is, 5 free transfers, no chips played. Um, you know, Grealish, okay, Henderson. Yeah, Henderson's the man. You see, Henderson is the must. Everything you see here in Kieran's team is a must. I'm going to transfer a wild card in the moment game week 19 comes. I'm wild carding into exactly. I'm copying Kieran. That's it. I'm copying. What's it? What do we have? The maniac. Kieran the maniac McDermott. I'm copying. I'm wild carding. I'm lost, and I'll be getting Salah. He didn't even change Salah. Well, we all thought that Salah might start. He was benched, so I'm not sure who came on for. Maybe Van de Ven. I don't know, which is a bummer. But yeah, Miley even got Miley on the bench. That's why I've had a look at this team thing, and that's why I put Miley on my sub must have sub. Um, so yeah, I'm lost and I'm done, and yeah, so that's it. So Fergie, another one, kind of, like Fergie now is such a good player that you can't really give him this sort of lead and expect to come back. Um, he did have. I think he dropped off an awful lot last year. He kind of that's it. I'm done enough. And some people are able to do that and then come back next year completely fresh. And I've not been able to come back fresh at all. I feel like this is 4 seasons of complete hell, and I've had no break from it. I've had no nothing. People like Snowman and a few others. You see now, Shane Healy, Andy Kinnon, as you can see, he's dropped off massively. Who else? Right at the bottom. Um, I think he's second bottom here now. Is telling me Sean Diarmid, Connor. Yeah, Connor was saying he's dropped off and he's done. But these guys are having a break, and they're going to come back next year, and they'll be running into broken down, haggard, mental wrecks like myself who cannot deal with another season because they've had their break. You need to have a, and I think there has to be an addiction center set up. Someone needs to, like this game. This is There's virtually nothing in prize money to FPL. Virtually nothing, apart from this sort of, I get invited to go on the pods. Has the winner with Praz and Andy Martin will invite. Oh, and Harry and I can go around gloating there. I can write a book and I get a season ticket for a year somewhere. Oh, I get a bag of chips, free chips for the year. As a club of your choice. Wow, it's going to be amazing. Meanwhile, Sun Dream Team, top prize of 60K. Yeah, yeah, it's phenomenal. It really is. I'm completely think this is like a form of brainwashing that we have, folks. And I'm waking up and I'm realizing that. Oh, it wouldn't be like that if you were up higher up this. Yeah, but maybe not. I would be. I just. What is it like the freewheel? Like just a freewheel and have an amazing season. But what happens is that you are broken and ruined FBL manager making decisions that are all going to go horribly wrong. So that's it. It comes from you if you're having a bad season. So free hit. See, this is what I mean. The 55 to about 85 for a free hit. The catch here is that everyone that done well this year had Thiago, Gakpo, and there's no Foden. That would have been another 15. So that would have been where Connor would have got a 70s. So like nothing else really went Lula. If you only had them three, that was it. You were laughing. So that's the only catch there, the Foden thing. And you could have had him for that game week and not even bother having him because he's a one-trick pony and he'll disappear for another month. He'll have some sort of I'm not feeling well today, boss. It's like it's worse than Darren Anderton's sick note. Like, sick note Foden. And I think he's only going to come on maybe now because of this World Cup thing and he's not in the squad. So there you go. That's how fickle these players are. And there's a lot of them like that. There's a few of them have come back now. Oh, I better book my ideas up. I need a proper team now. Oh, the World Cup's coming. Jack Grealish now is at Everton. He wants to scramble in that squad. It's so fickle. Really is. Never mind the fans, the players are the most fickle of them all. Kieran Kiley, that's the free hit. Okay, and he got a 66. He'll have Foden. Well, let's see now. Yeah, Foden. Okay, so where did the other points come from? He's got a 66, but I don't see where a 13 and a 15 is a 28. And he's found a way to get about 38 points out of the rest of them. So, it's well, I don't know, man. It's just good, well played. Triple captain next. So a load of people playing their triple captain possibly. You'll see that Parker won't do a trip. You'd be thinking, he's done nothing. That's a great decision in the end. So doing nothing in FPL is the way to go. Uh-oh, that is a notification. Yeah, I have to get rid of that notification. It really is a right. Andy Hickey. So the Oracle's on the 48. He's done a trip cap, and he's been suckered in with it. I mean, I got 48 points, and that's a big. But yeah, I captained Haaland anyway with triple cap. So like Dewsbury Hall is the man to have in. Bruno, I wouldn't say boo. Saka is, you know, I have him down as a. I have him down there as a maybe not can't trust him. There's just so much in that Arsenal team that the points can come from somewhere else. Now, I think Jesus is back for Arsenal now on the bench. So I'm not sure any. We'll see. See with Saka. Yeah, he loves Ruben anyway, the Oracle. Reyes is like just throw him in there. 50% of the time you get 6 points. The other percent of the time you'll get two. This time he gets the save point. What we do. Mateta's come in there. So a respectable 48 and he'll live to fight another day. And yeah, the bench isn't massive either. It's not very interesting. But who cares? Virgil, yeah, good choice. He's been threatening to score as well. Liverpool have a very good run coming up. Yeah, Joey Nina's back in the hunt now. Great free hit. You see this is the reason why Joey is the for me, like Joey is still the favorite to win the Christie again, like because you just can't beat his style of play. It's like 806 down to Joey, who's okay, he's a 56. Okay, it's about 68-point lead, and I think our friend Dave has got a chip left in the free hit. That might be my whole Joey off until about March time, I would say. Joey will wind them down, but unless you're on it all the time. Joey does all the right moves. So he's already got O'Reilly in. This is the no Foden now. If imagine he had Foden in that team, and no, he's got Gakpo and Thiago, and he's got Foden. Yeah, sorry. So he has the Hail Mary, the Trinity of them three, and then the rest is just tipping along. So it was a massive variance game week this week, and people like myself got burned who used the free hit. I used it frivolously to get in 3 Arsenal against Leeds at home, if you remember Gameweek 2 or whenever that was. And Saka was looking great, but he went off injured, scored a goal. And I think, it's just like, unlucky. It could have been a cricket score. Well, you're talking about maybe another 10. I would have thought he'd get another 10 points. So not massive in disgrace, but like I could have maybe got them points somewhere else and kept the free hit for somewhere. But that's it. Like patience won in the end. You follow the influencers. They all recommend this. Really and truly, the game is like you just go off what your favorite influencer is. Someone with a good track record and play the game. The influencers now are the AI because a lot of them have no jobs and that's their income. They make their money off live streams, super chats. and sponsorships, and they sit about home and not just they're just obsessed, and that's their thing. And that's that. It's really sad the way the game's gone. Completely sad, and I can't play like this. And I will eventually leave up, and I'll be deleting some. I'm not sure when, but it's frustration, man. It's really just destroying me, this game. And Neil Carney, okay, came second last year, having another good run with another chip left. So lots more to gain there. Jack Maloney, that's half 10 now. I want to get off this, man. Sorry. So I'll just scroll down through, and if you're there, you're there. Um, yeah, Kyle Carney's on the trip cap. I wonder what it is frustrating, like the triple cap and you didn't get the points. It's a frustration of the game, man. But he's still got loads of chips left, and they should kind of flick up to the near that top 15 if he can eventually. I'm just like a ghost town. That I'm a ghost town until game week 19. Um, yeah, so you see a lot of these lads now behind me here. Aidan Gaffney, and okay, so Jack McGoldrick. So yeah, Patrick Caulfield is only 2 points worse off than me, and he's used no chips. And it's like John Kelly, no chips at 3 points. It's just like it's just too much, man. John C. Halpin, he's got four left. There's loads stacking up behind me. Look at all this freewheeling, nothing done. Da, 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 da. That's the way it's going. Most people now, they say casual players, but I think it's they know how much stress is in it, and they just let the game weeks go. Um, Look at this Rory Harford. I'm very, very surprised. Like, he's still got a couple of chips left, and he's playing very patient. So it's the triple captain, I suppose, it can come in there. It's a bummer. So a lot of people are devastated over that. 30 points in FPL is massive now, especially when you've got like no good um, premium assets in the game anymore, and everything is random. And one week it's Rogers, the next week it's Foden, one week it's Mbomo. You get him in, flops for 3 game weeks, maybe gets sent off. It's done. The whole thing is completely done. There's no consistency, and there's just like no vibe, and it's just like makes no sense. None of it makes any sense. So Adrian Phillips, congratulations. A big day for you in December. And we had an amazing time in Liverpool. All of you who were involved, and yeah, have to get the head straight back to normal. So no point over analyzing this. Like Ado's got all his chips and I wouldn't expect Aiden to spend the next 4 game weeks now mulling over chips here. A lot of these people are going to just end up letting their chips burn on the ground, and I just can't believe. Like game week 19 is when the chips come back, so you have to use them by game week 18, and I have to really turn that. Sorry, I'll find a way to do that. This Telegram thing. I'll rather turn this off now and just figure it out later. So yeah, look, they're just it's just gonna like it's game week 14, I think next. So 14, 15, 16, 17. So out of the next, and like there's a game week now this midweek, and there's one then Saturday, and then one the following week, the Christmas schedule. You leave 2 weeks go, you're going to be burning chips. So, I have no sympathy now, and I don't care now anymore. I really just don't care. Burn your chips, and you can have the high ground and say, well, I still finished above you. I didn't even use any chips this year. And that's yeah, well done. Congrats, yeah, Bula Bus. Yeah, you're amazing. Where'd you finish? 1.5 million. What are you doing? 2 million. Yeah, well, have it, have it. I really am. There's not going to be ever a comeback with me anymore. This is the hero. This is Enzo. Lafay or Lafay or the whole lot. He's from France, and he's a must-have. Actually, if I do a transfer this week, I'll just get this guy in against Liverpool. Liverpool are conceding like confetti. Okay, they won against West Ham. We'll see. It's a funny one. I love the our Liverpool back. So I don't. I thought I would have this the fee guy. This thing has gone back to back to my pick team. Um, no, I can't get back to the squad to the top tabs here because I've got this Zoom menu and it never. Nah, can't do anything. But yeah, I'm done with it. That's it now. You've had your tuppenny worth from me, and I'm completely done, and I don't care anymore. Seriously, I really have lost the will. I'm just going to do with these guys. I'm going to freewheel. I'll roll this chip. I'll roll another one. Um, they don't even know they're getting free transfers, and they're like 110K in the world. Uh, that drives me to delete after the season. Just see where you are. I just can't go through another. This is the fourth season where I've done nothing. Yeah, yeah, it's a complete um bummer. So yeah, the time you put into this is not worth it. Definitely. So I've cracked now, and this is about reorganizing those brain pathways that you have of this addiction of what is FPL, letting go, and then just trying to be comfortable with your existence after. I'll still have some dream team, so I just have to kind of get back to being just a normal football fan that just roots for 11 players and is dedicated to a team and not shout for like 10 different teams every game week. And you're captaining Salah against United. I'm a United fan, and you're you're hoping Salah scores a hat trick. Oh yeah, but I hope United win. Yeah, yeah, but like Salah win. It's just I can't do that anymore now. Can't really, it's not normal. It's just not normal behavior. So yeah, take what you want out of this episode. Disposable zeros. Right, I'll let you go, folks, and thanks for listening to the rants. And I don't think these pods are going to be any way normal or like they were like care like I had before. They're going to be I'm black pilled, completely FPL black pilled, and I've got to the point now where I'd rather pick a team consistent of Enzo Lafi, Enzo Fernandez, Thiago, Lacroix, Walter Maid, Miley. Actually, I might start Miley. Um, Van der Bruggen in goal, Harry Wilson, Dewsbury Hall, Bruno F. Um, and I don't know if that makes 11. That's the reason why I can't even make 11 players. Anyway, let you go, folks. Thanks very much. Need to rest the voice. And good luck with whatever the hell you're doing. But yeah, it really is depressing seeing out there the state of the Christie where, you know, you got people now that's going to burning chips. I just can't understand it. Can't understand it. Look after yourself, guys. There's more to life than this rubbish. And just do something in life that, is a positive. This is a net negative in my life. I'm getting nothing out of it. It's a complete frustration. And there comes a time as the years roll on that this stuff is meaningless. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great when you're, 25. You got years to burn. You got days to burn. You've got whole life to burn. But it has in that Pink Floyd song called Time. No one told me when to run. I missed the starting gun. And that's FPL. I've missed how to play FPL or how to adapt. I know how to do it. You go to the AI or you copy an influencer and you do, what, I'm not going to mention any names, do the boring thing and do very little decisions. You don't make any decisions. You let the influencer do that. You do what's in vogue and everything works out fine. These guys have been coming in trumps year on year on year. And if you're a bit of a maverick, you want to do something different, you get punished, 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 punished. Yes, you might. A stopped clock is right twice a day if you're a maverick. But these guys get their pinpoint. They get it right every time. And that's just futile. It breaks you down and it wears you down. And the whole game is going to go AI. This you can see where it's going. AI prediction models. You should sub this guy in, and you see the influencers pointing out to. They get paid by these companies to promote and to use and to show how to use their tools. So I can't do that. Lot you can guys can, but I think it'll be more liberating in the long run to give up this game, walk away, and put two fingers up to the air, and then you'll see the zombies all around you in the pub. They'll be wearing a United shirt and they're jumping up and down for Salah, jumping up and down. Oh, you're a Spurs fan and Arsenal score a hat trick at Saka. They're jumping up and down. They're so happy. They're living life. They're around the beer. Let's go out and have an Indian curry. Uh, that's where it is. That is where it is. I think one of the influencers said, "I didn't have somebody who scored the weekend. Foden. He knew Foden was a big liability in his team. He had Gakpo and he had the other dude that I mentioned. He got all the points, Thiago. But he didn't have Foden. He knew he couldn't get there without a minus whatever, -8. So he left it. So, do you know what? Well, I put a tenner on him anyway, and he won his 40, 50 quid, whatever it was, any time goal score. So he got it up on the 1 point. So that's how you can figure out, if you're frustrated, but then that's encouraging gambling, and who wants to go down that road because there's only one winner, and it's the bookies. So I wouldn't encourage that now, but it's just giving an example of how people are working this game out in their heads, and like FPL is completely ruling and dictating their weekends with their family, the whole lot. And none of us know how much time we have left to burn. Just don't miss the starting gun, folks. Life's too short. Take care. God bless. Guru out here.